What's up guys, Gary here, coming at you with a new video blog series that I'm starting, and today I'm going to start out talking about generalizing versus specializing when it comes to your career in marketing. So you really have two paths to take when you're starting out as a digital marketer. You can go the generalist route where you learn a lot of different things about different marketing channels and tactics and disciplines, and kind of approaching that more well-rounded expertise that you could take as a generalist. Or you could go the specialist route where you dive in deep into one specific channel, one specific set of skills, where you essentially over time can become an expert. And both paths make you marketable in terms of your career in a lot of different ways. So me personally, I started out at a couple different digital marketing agencies, starting out really specializing in SEO, but then branching out into other digital marketing paths, content, social, but all really surrounding SEO. Not a lot of paid, not a lot of email. So SEO is really my core competency, and I had a lot of different specializations within it. So I was really adept at local SEO, and I was really drawn to link building, specifically in the SEO space. And when it came time for me to kind of move on to the next opportunity, start looking for different career options, I found myself in an interesting place because the roles that I was looking for tended to be higher level, more generalist, and more managerial. So I was overseeing teams working on different marketing disciplines. And I didn't find that my skill set really gave me the best opportunity to do that. And so that was one kind of con that came out of being somewhat of a hybrid specialist generalist. But what I ended up doing was I started a side project. I learned some of those skills on my own, and so kind of well-rounded out my skill set where I can now kind of be in a position that's overseeing marketing from a lot of different angles. But now, I started a consultancy several years back, and I took a generalist approach to it. So I would take on any digital marketing work that came my way. The majority of it was SEO, but I would take on really anything that I could get my hands on, and that was very useful because I was bringing in money, and I was able to kind of scale up my consultancy to a comfortable level, let's say around the $10,000 to $15,000 a month mark, sometimes around that $20,000 a month mark, which was very nice and comfortable. But then, and this is up until recently, I hit the ceiling where I was kind of everything to everyone, but nothing to no one. So I really started thinking about the specialization route, especially as it pertains to growing out of that sole consultant business to more of a small agency. And so over the past several months, I've been working on what am I going to specialize in? What am I going to do? And when I say specialize, I do mean in tactic and marketing channel specific. So is it SEO? Is it Facebook ads? Is it web design? So I'm definitely thinking about that stuff, but I'm also really thinking about, wait for it, the industries that I'm serving. So the people that I'm serving, and this is really the most important part. So when it comes to specialization, you are able to look at the actual fulfillment and execution of the work. And if you are all over the place doing 15 different types of marketing, if you're doing web design, social media, marketing like organic, social, content creation, video work, social media advertising, Google ads, SEO, like just all this stuff, email marketing, it's very difficult to build a team and find people to execute on those things for you, and then also it's very difficult to build the processes that it takes to hire and scale, which is exactly kind of the place that I'm in right now. So over the past several months I've been working on specializing, and it's been really challenging because there's a lot of different paths to go, and I'm actually not deciding on just one. I'm kind of taking a few different paths and seeing where does my passion lie, where do I find the best product market fit. That's kind of one of the big ones. So yeah, focusing in on a specific industry that I'm serving, so that allows me to do some prospecting, sales, and marketing a lot easier. So when I'm doing high-rise consulting, where I'm working with anyone doing basically SEO and anything under the sun digital, it's hard for me to kind of pinpoint who am I talking to, what problems are they trying to solve. And so now when I'm specializing in, I'm able to say, this is exactly the type of person that I'm trying to reach. These are the problems that they're experiencing. Here's how my solution addresses those problems and gives them the benefit and the outcome that they're looking to achieve. And honestly, it's so much easier when you break it down that way. So after years and years of essentially being kind of this hybrid specialist generalist, like a generalist in SEO, and some of the broader digital marketing skills, I'm really starting to niche down, to specialize in a specific type of service and for a specific type of industry. And this, I believe, is going to be what allows me to hire and scale a team, and to prospect and market and communicate to the people that I need to communicate with, the people that I want to work with, that I want to serve, and that I want to help. So it's taken me a long time to get to this point, way longer than it probably should have. But I'm really excited about the future of that. And then I'm also keeping myself open. Like, high-rise consulting is still going to be available to me to flex in whatever way I need to. If there's an e-commerce client that comes in and my agency doesn't service them, if they're compelling enough and interesting enough for me to want to work with, I can work with them through that outlet. And then I am also continuing on my own personal properties, which allow me to have my hands in on every single thing, which gives me a great perspective on all digital marketing channels as a whole, and just business operations as a whole. So Hopped LA is one of those, and then I am working on some more interesting stuff, maybe outside the beer space, maybe coffee, who knows, but maybe baseball. But point is, pick what you're interested and go with that, but always be thinking, who am I talking to? Who am I trying to serve? What problems am I trying to solve? And I feel like that is the guiding light that I've been missing all these years, and I'm super excited about what I have going on right now, because it's gonna be really cool. So thanks for tuning in. Drop a comment if you have any questions on this. I know I had a bunch of questions, and I've been working with some really cool mentors and coaches to help me break through some of this stuff. And yeah, here's a resource. So cheers, thanks for tuning in.